Medabots, an all-new kind of robot born from cutting-edge technology. Inside a basic frame called TinPet, an AI medal is inserted. Furthermore, the combination of different parts can create all kinds of abilities. This is the Japanese intro of the classic anime series called Medarot, where we'll be taking a look at one of them right now! Hello everyone, this is KIDM the Man bringing you all another model kit review. This time is on the Kotobukiya 1/6 scale Medabot KXK00M Cross Messiah. As this is a plastic model kit, you're gonna have to build it, paint it, and occasionally put on some color correcting stickers that this kit did not actually come with. This is my first Kotobukiya model kit of any kind, so I'm pretty excited at taking a look at it with each and every one of you. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at Cross Messiah. This Medabot is actually based on the game Medarot S. I didn't actually play the game, so that's pretty much all I know. The design of this kit is actually a fusion of a KPT type and the KWG type. Basically a fusion of Medabi, a shooting type Medabot, and Rokusho, a melee type Medabot. As you can see from the head of the kit, it really does take inspiration from Medabi's head design, from the shape of the eyes to the mouth plate to the helmet dome shape of the head. Just like Medabi's Seagull missile, based on a Rhino Beetle's design, you have the charge corn, which acts as an antenna that allows the character to get a full charge of energy. Don't quote me on that. It's pretty unique and a good design. And to include some aspects of Rokusho's head design, instead of a proper head scissors, we got some head V-fin type of things sticking out on the sides of the head. This makes for a very unique combination and compromise so as to not have too much of both Medabi and Rokusho's inspiration overpowering each other, making it a Medabot of its own character. The back of the head is simple enough, but you do get some design patterns so as to not have the back of the head looking so plain. Just like other Medabots Kotobukiya kits, the eyes have a design of their own that is covered up by a clear visor. Since this is a fusion, you get Medabi's green eyes on the right, which slightly shows off the eyes pattern, and Rokusho's red eyes, with a slightly less clear view that clouds the eye patterns behind it. This side has a matte finish on it, which could be the cause of that. Now that's where all these similarities end. As for the torso and the rest of the body, you get the same V-fin from the head, now smaller and upside down in the middle, plus a clear blue piece of plastic at the center of the torso. The main reason for that is because if you take a look at it from afar, you'll actually see that it amounts to an X-shaped cross, just to remind you that his name is Cross Messiah. Now the center clear piece doesn't do much, but if you want to make it pop, you can paint the back of it with some chrome silver paint. The back of it continues the flow of the design, and it has a metal chamber just like all Medabots. The right arm of the kit contains a charge buster, which is the shooting weapon of the kit. Every Medabot will have a weapon on both arms, and the shoulder armor on the right contains 2 barrels, just to match the shooting aspect of it. The forearm is quite bulky, which fits the design aspect of Medabots, and I took the liberty at painting the charge buster shooting hole in a Gundam Eye green color. The left arm contains the charge blade, the Rokusho variant of his bladed weapon. Just like the right shoulder armor, the left armor has a blade on it to differentiate the arms. This might not be the intention of the creators, but I feel the bulk of the arm does look like a built-in shield. Guess that's gonna be my headcanon from now on. The thighs of the kit has their own unique design. It's not like a basic upper thigh look as seen in all my usual reviewed figures. It also takes the same blue as seen throughout the kit and implements it on the upper thigh parts as well. He also has a back skirt that is movable, which you will see later on. Below the knees are quite slim, seeing as humans have a tough time getting their calves to look bigger. At least this kit has a nice color separation. As for the back of the legs, the blue is still used where it can be, and the joints are molded in army green. As this is a model kit, you're gonna get nut marks. But since this kit was made by Kotobukiya and not Bandai, the nut marks are slightly bit different. And by different, I mean they are very obvious. It's almost as if Kotobukiya wants you to paint the kit in order to cover up the nut marks. That goes for the seam lines as well, where you're required to use some cement and place it in between the parts. So to make the kit pop, be prepared to paint the kit entirely. At least them nut marks aren't very obvious on the white plastic though. He comes with fists, open palm hands, a pair of grabby hands, the Charge Buster, the Charge Blade, the Charge Buster Extended Mode, the Charge Blade Extended Mode, the Extended Charge Corn, the AI Medal, and a stand, which is molded according to the medal's design. To put the alternate parts in, just to change him to his full charge mode is pretty simple. You basically just have to line up the alternate parts properly after you pulled out the existing one. Of course, if you want to paint it in white, you can too. It will be a slightly tight fit though. Although there isn't a feature that allows you to articulate the parts, but this is a pretty good alternative. Just be careful when you're changing the charge corn. And now you have him posing his full charge attack, or Kamehameha. Another aforementioned feature would be that you can place the mini medal in the back of the kit. As you can see, there is a piece at the back where it can hold the medal in place. Now I don't doubt that it won't, but I'm gonna paint the medal properly first, then place it inside at a later time. Lastly, it has a dialogue card. I've already used Google Image Translate, but it might not be as accurate, so please help me translate it. This one says, "Enemy Medabot confirm. Begin suppression. Boot complete. Master, give me your orders." Well, of course I'm going to win. Master, just the two of us. Lady? And my favorite one, good grief. Or, yare yare. And lastly, a blank dialogue card, where you can write whatever you want. Maybe like, comment, and subscribe? You also get a Medabot cutout for some target practice, which you can put all of them on the included dialogue stand, which is pretty neat. Here he is next to the previously reviewed Figurized Standard Kamen Rider Joker, the LightningCollection Mighty Morphin Adam Black in a Defender vest, the Dino Fury Dino Knight basic figure, the Legacy Collection Dino Thunder Black Ranger, a 1/44th scale high-grade Gundam, a dual model Timpet, a Kotobukiya Medabi, and Decade, Violent Emotion. Check out my Pokemon streams. Now that we have Medabi here, let's take a look at the differences of these model kits in terms of their design engineering. Just so you know, Medabi, or Saikachi's, if you prefer his Japanese name, is the 6th Medabot model kit that Kotobukiya made. Cross Messiah here, however, is the 11th Medabot model kit. So with those two production numbers in mind, there is one glaring difference in terms of the build. If you have been building model kits long enough, you will be familiar with the usage of polycaps. These are soft rubber plastic-like materials that can be used when it comes to the joint sections of a particular kit. Gundam model kits uses it a lot, so it's no surprise that a similar mecha-type anime would use them, which brings us to the point on how they were used on these kits. Although they do work as points of articulation, the downside here is that the more you use it, the more likely it will pop out. This issue is prevalent, especially on the elbow joints of the early releases of these Kotobukiya kits. Despite it adding some posability or transformation feature, they are bound to pop out. As for the Cross Messiah kit, Kotobukiya did something different. Although they still use the polycap system for the arm, they actually serve a different purpose, which we will take a look at later on. What I actually want to point out is that they now use a hinge joint for the elbows, which means you won't have to worry about the rest of the arms falling off while you're posing it. It still uses a polycap for the forearm part of the arm, but at least it doesn't fall off easily. Now that is what I call progress. Now that we have both left arms removed from their respective Medabots, we can finally talk about another feature of these kits. Just like in the anime and the 90s dual model Medabot kit series, you can actually swap the Medaparts, where we can give Cross Messiah another shooting Medapart, and we can give Medabi a blade Medapart. All of these Medaparts are interchangeable thanks to the polycap system, and if you have more Medabots from the same Kotobukiya line, you'll ultimately have more power. See what I did there? As these Medabots are very scarce, it's gonna be hard to track them down at a decent price. So I really hope the ones I'm eyeing on appear on an online shopping app my country uses very soon. So all in all, this kit is pretty awesome. It's a unique design that combines your favorite childhood Medabots, and it can be a cool first introduction to Medabots even if you've never seen the show. It has alternative parts that recreate scenes from the game that adds to the playability, plus it can even interact with other Kotobukiya Medabots kits by recreating the changing of meta parts so you can create your own monstrosity. If you ever encounter any one of these kits, you should pick them up. That way you can have a full collection of them to put on the shelf. So if you like this video, blast that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know if this is in your Christmas wish list, share this with your friends and family and let them know that these kits exist, and feel free to subscribe for more unique videos like this. Plus, it would really help the channel. I got one more video for a good Christmas special, and feel free to check out my occasional live streams. This is KID, I'm the man, and I'll see you all next time.